Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Content is cooking again on FC26 as this Glory Hunters promo has brought back the fun of customizing and building out our own cards, but it's so much more than that. We have ridiculous objective content, including a Neymar card and, of course, a whole bunch of packs and player picks in this South America objective. We have a penalties-only game mode that is actually really fun and has some decent rewards inside of it, and we have that crazy evolution that was leaked before content yesterday, and it's just as crazy as it was advertised. Now, with all this content that's coming out, guess what? The market is taking a tumble. We have prices that are crashing, but I'm buying, and I think you guys should as well. We're going to talk about prices today, what's happening, why they're going down, why they could go back up, and the cards to be watching on this game. And plus, today's content with Glory Hunters is bringing more customizable players, probably via SBC, and we get to Evo our Pele today. Remember that free Pele? Yeah, he goes up to a 94 rated card today. Let's talk about everything, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up in the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's get right into things by looking back at yesterday's Promo Friday content from the Glory Hunters promo, starting with objectives, which arguably was the best part of content once again yesterday. We have the South America Completionist objective, which, by the way, puts us only 1 week out from being able to get this 5 playstyle plus Maradona. That's right. Next week, we'll get the Gerd Muller Europe objective on Friday, and that will allow us, once we complete that, to get the Maradona if we've done every single week before that. I've got some catching up to do myself with the Okocha, this new Carlos Alberto, and then, of course, we'll have to do next week's Gerd Muller. But that 5 playstyle plus Maradona will be achievable soon. Now, back to this objective. Great rewards. Once again, you got crazy cards like this Carlos Alberto. Of course, you've got the Neymar. You've got great packs, player picks, even a very evolvable Messi that is inside of this as well. And back to the Neymar for a quick second. It is 92 rated Tech Plus Neymar, a Journey of Nations card type. So he's not customizable with playstyle pluses like the Glory Hunters cards are in the Playstyles lab, but he is still very evolvable. Fits into the new Evo that we had yesterday. He just doesn't have a dynamic image, which was one thing I was hoping to see on this card to differentiate it from the gold item. But nonetheless, it is a free Neymar through objectives that you can go and Evo. Now you see that I've got some progress in here. What is the best way to get this done? And well, this man, Mr. Chem Expert, has found it on Twitter. It's 10 matches. That is it to get this whole entire thing done. I just did the first 5 matches in live events with Forlan, some Argentinians, and some Brazilians in my squad. I got to go change up my squad for the next 5 games, which you can do in beginner squad battles. But I will link this tweet down below in the description of the video because it's not that difficult to get it done. Even the challenges themselves aren't too difficult either, so that is nice. I would highly recommend for the first 5 games of that tweet, the objective games there, I would play in the Season 8 exhibition mode because it's first to 3, and those games are short matches. So if you score 3 goals yourself, you get it done even faster. So I'd highly recommend playing in that mode. Again, that tweet will be linked down below in the description. Now, we have a lot else to talk about, so let's keep it moving. First of all, new objectives like the Glory Hunters Week 1, giving us some more tokens, some SP inside of here. And of course, we're going to talk about it. The crafting upgrade completionist. It's nice to have a crafting upgrade objective finally back out. The rewards here aren't super crazy, but this is something that'll be really, really easy to get done. And it's always nice to get some extra rewards for the good menu grind. By the way, that new crafting SBC is an 80 plus by 5. We thought the 77 plus by 5 was cool. Gotta try the 80 pluses for sure. Now, in live events, we have this new Moment of Glory mode. And guys, we got to talk about this because this is a penalty kick only live event. It is 12 matches per day that you can play, and you go straight to penalties. You log in, you see your opponent's team, boom, you're into penalties. I did it twice yesterday just for fun, and it is very, very fun to practice penalties. We're all going to be better at penalties by the time this week is over because of this live event, but the objective here is to score and win. And notice there are some specific requirements down here at the bottom where you have to win with certain players from certain continents. North America, South America, and Europe players are required. 6 of them in your team. So I kind of used my USA team for the first bit here when I was doing this mode. So I got 1 of 3 because I won 1 and lost 1. But notice the rewards that you get. Like right here, I'm getting an evolution. And this is an evo called Given the Keys. It's a very good one. Nice stat boost. But notice up here, if you score 5, you're getting a 2 of 8 playstyle plus pick. This is one of the reasons that I love this mode, and it is a must play, at least to get this objective here. This playstyle plus pick will give you a choice between 8 playstyle pluses that you get to pick 2 of that you can put on the new Glory Hunters cards and take them to 4 playstyle pluses. We saw that yesterday as we looked at the rewards for that new mode, and it is confirmed these are very important playstyle pluses to go after because it makes your 3 playstyle plus cards go up another level to 4. Same thing in milestones. We have the Chase the Glory objective with a pinged pass and an incisive pass plus, anticipate and bruiser, rapid and quick step, technical and low driven shot plus playstyle pluses that are only available to go on the new Glory Hunter cards, and they only take you to 4 playstyle pluses. I like how these cannot be messed up because it says they have to have exactly 3 playstyle pluses and they have to have the Glory Hunters card design. So GG's EA for making that pretty simple. These are not as easy to get done, but that is a nice way to play the game and get the chance to put 4 playstyle pluses on a card where, you know, the normal playstyles lab does not allow you to do so. So we'll keep talking about that in a second when we get to the promo team. But let's talk about the Evo. Guys, this is the second most expensive Evo of the entire year. Yes, we had the 500K Evo a few months back. 250,000 coins is the next best Evo. It's taken 4 playstyle plus cards out of Evos. This is fantastic. Max 93 right wing and left wing Evo. Exactly, it was leaked. The only thing that's maybe a bit of a problem with this is that it doesn't boost the passing stat, but you're going up to 95 or 96 in a whole bunch of different areas. You're getting the 4 playstyle pluses, and man, the cards that are coming out of this, they just look fantastic. This is my Bobby Charlton. I think he's going to be the guy that I'd get out of this Evo. You know, some people will look at this and say, oh man, Nate, it doesn't quite look like it's worth 250,000 coins because the stats don't go that crazy. I mean, man, to be honest, I feel like these stats are crazy enough. Going to 4 playstyle pluses and also keeping the card customizable because it gives you the new card type of the Glory Hunters promo. So you can actually, if you're down base playstyles after getting 4 playstyle pluses boosted through this Evo, you could put them back into the playstyles lab and give them a couple of base playstyles to round the card off at 4 playstyle pluses and 8 base playstyles. So very, very big fan of this Evo here. If you take a look at football, you can see the new Messi card that's been given out for free is one of the top options here. Mbappe, Rafinha's team of the season card, Salma Paralluelo fantasy with 99 shooting. Great card there. One of the only other negative points of this Evo, you could say, is that it does give Game Changer Plus. So if you already have some good playstyle pluses, you know, Game Changer maybe isn't the one that you really want to have as your 4th playstyle plus, right? Because this does give the finesse shot first and then the rapid. But if you already have those, you're probably going to get Game Changer as your 4th. So that's a good Evo. It's a great Evo, let's be completely honest, but it is 250,000 coins. So choose wisely on that one there. Now, also, I do want to mention there are some 93 rated cards like the Salma Paralluelo that have gone up in price and stayed up. And there's some other ones like the ASM that I had even bought that have crashed. If you sold into the hype on 92 or 93 rated cards that were leaked to fit that Evo, GG's, that was the move. There's also a free evolution yesterday that gives a decent little upgrade boost. It does boost the overall of the card, but it's called Rounded Royalty. It's +2 overalls in every stat up to 94. It's only 1 game. It's repeatable twice, max 92. That's the thing with Evos that we see leveling up in this promo, going from not just max 90 and max 91, but allowing 92 and 93 rated cards to be upgraded. Now, let's finally move on to SBCs, where we have a showdown, and very important news with showdowns, because notice, these cards have 3 playstyle pluses, and EA dropped a little news blurb in-game yesterday saying that showdowns are now going to drop with 3 playstyle pluses, and the upgrades will be a +2 overall and a 4th playstyle plus, making these showdowns even more unique. And they're going to even start with higher stats. Look at this Schaffelberg for the Canada-South Africa game that will be upcoming soon. 97 pace on this card. Sure, he's only 4'4", and he's got the whipped pass plus, so maybe not the most interesting. But especially as we get into the knockout rounds of this World Cup, round of 32 starting tomorrow, this is going to be a huge part of the content, the Showdown SBCs. So keep a close eye on those, and the new upgrades is a definite big part of Showdowns for the next couple of weeks. Now, also yesterday, we had the Anthony Gordon SBC, fully customizable with playstyle pluses, super cheap SBC, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, can play left wing, right wing, left mid, and striker. Amazing SBC. Guys, 3 squads. The dude's like 90,000 coins to complete. I think he'd be more than that if he was on the market. Like Marcus Rashford is 200,000 coins. I know that his card is pretty good. This card is comparable, I would say, and it's only 90,000 coins. So I think that Anthony Gordon is a very, very good SBC. He's 83% upvoted. I'm in the middle of starting his SBC at the moment. I just got 1 squad done. I will be completing it. I hope a lot of the SBCs that come out during this promo will be as cheap as Anthony Gordon. So that's a good one there, in my opinion. What I also like from SBCs is another chance to get playstyle pluses for these Glory Hunter cards. Just like that player pick we saw in Objectives, you can do 2 kind of higher rated, but still worth it to do, 89 rated squads for another 2 of 8 playstyle plus pick, which again allows you to choose 4th playstyle pluses for your Glory Hunter cards. One word of warning and one tip that I would give you is whenever you complete this SBC or whenever you claim the objective, it automatically opens the player pick for you, and you may be stuck choosing what playstyle pluses you want as a 4th PS plus before you had time to think about it. So when you do this SBC or when you claim the 2 of 8 from Objectives, make sure you have in mind what playstyle pluses you want so that you're not just stuck thinking and looking at this like, wait, what do I want to take? What card am I going to put this on? Have a bit of an idea when you go and open it. That's one small piece of info that I would give you. Now, we got a bunch of upgrade packs yesterday as well. The 84 times 10 refreshed 5 times per day now, which is great. We have a 1 of 3 UEFA winners and PTG pick. This is great because now it doesn't have team of the season cards in it. It is just UEFA winners and PTGs. That is fantastic. I will be hitting that 3 times a day to try to pack Pulisic still. We have the 83x3 summer tournament, and of course we have the crafting upgrade. And guys, the crafting upgrade is phenomenal. It is an 80 times 5 pack. You do have to turn in 9 commons. I haven't actually even opened any of these yet, but an 80 times 5 compared to a 77 by 5, that is a really, really big upgrade. That is going to be the key for unlocking any sort of menu grind right now in this game. The menu grind is the exact same as it was yesterday or 2 days ago before this promo started. You just do this SBC now instead of the 77 times 5. Great SBC content yesterday. Fantastic. It's not expensive. There's a menu grind that's great. And of course, there's the objective that is tied to that menu grind. So let me look at the last part of content here before we look at the market and talk about prices, because we got to look at the token store. We have Vozinha, Aguirre, and Malin here as Festival of Football token rewards. We have the 94 plus times 3 pack, which isn't showing for me because I opened 2 of them yesterday for this Glory Hunters promo. And then other than that, not much changed here in the regular Festival of Football token store. The Champs token store definitely did change a good bit. We have Alex Baena, who scored for Spain. Well, Muslera kind of is the one to blame, but he's the one who took the shot. So Alex Baena's got a card here. Diamonde is only 4-star, but he's got a nice card here with Foot Champs tokens. And Mateus Cunha has a nice GGMU Brazil card in here as well. Those are some nice options, in my opinion, for National Pride Red cards this week. And as you notice on these Glory Hunter guarantee packs and Champs rewards, the overall guarantee went up. During PTG and Greats of the Game, it was 93 plus. For this promo, it is 94 plus. It doesn't necessarily make the pack weight any better on these new cards, though, because, guys, to be honest, the number of 95s and the 94s that are in these teams is very, very high. Like, I opened a couple of store packs yesterday, 525k packs, just to see if I could hit anything big. And you're seeing so many of the Weston McKennies, the Courtois, the John Stones as 95 rated cards. We're now chasing like the 96s and the 97s. That's really what we're after. Now, this is what's making the promo fun. These cards are decently packable. I'm not going to say they're crazy packable, but I've hit a couple of them yesterday. I hit the Marcus Rashford. I hit the Joao Cancelo, and guys, for 170, 180K, it does remind me a lot of the greats of the game promo in terms of the pack weight. So that's why I would say I think the pack weight is pretty good, and it feels like you have a good chance with all the upgrade packs that are available in this game to get some of these good cards. Now, do you have a really good chance of hitting this 97 Neymar, 97 Messi? Probably not that great of a chance, but the fact that these cards exist do kind of put a bit of a chase in there. It kind of gives you, the dream that, oh my goodness, I could pack something sick, while all along you're getting very usable cards with the lower priced items in here that you can go and customize the playstyles on. And again, 4 Playstyle Pluses is still kind of new. Like, I only had a handful of 4 Playstyle Plus cards in my club before this promo. That is going to change. Even on these cards like this Cancelo here, or even some lower rated cards like, heck yeah, I'll put 4 Playstyle Pluses on Quinones and try him out. Or 99 Pace Somerville, who I packed yesterday as well. Might as well put Rapid and Quick Step and Finesse and Low Driven on this card in the wing. And he's going to have 4 Playstyle Pluses that I would like to use. Like, that gives you a reason to use these cards, and that makes them super fun. I also said this, it's a small thing. I think this is the best card design so far of this entire promo, besides the red design. But I think it is a very, very good one there. Like I said, the pack weight is decent. I would expect these cards to probably drop down in value again today, so I would be a little bit careful with that. But as you go and you put playstyles on these cards, here's one tip I want to give you as well, because I just customized the Rashford and I customized the Courtois that I packed yesterday as well. It's very easy to go into evolutions to customize these cards because it makes sense, right? You go to Evos, and that's the easiest place to do it. It's actually even easier if you go to your squad, put them in your squad or on the bench, and then hit View Available Evolutions and put your playstyles on the card this way. So, like, I'm going to put Intercept Plus. Actually, no, I'm not, because I'm going to save that as a 4th playstyle plus for Cancelo. Let's start with... what do I want to put? Let's go Quick Step, right? Quick Step Plus and Cancelo to start. So I'm going to start Evolution. I'm going to do this here. Instead of having to go all the way back into the Evolution and click and find the card, now, after I've completed that, the card will pop up for me again, and I go into View Available Evolutions. It'll just save you a few clicks if you do it that way while you're building these players out. That is still kind of the most annoying thing with these Evos, if I'm being completely honest. It would be so cool if we could just go to this Playstyles page and click like Add Playstyle Plus for the 3 Playstyle Pluses and the 8 base playstyles that we can put onto these cards. So that's a small thing for the future, hopefully, that we can do as this type of promo hopefully becomes more popular and more common into the later parts of the summer, and especially as we look forward to FC27. Like, I'm sure there's something of this content right now that we're testing that's going to be as a part of FC27 more consistently, but that's one tip that I would give you when you customize these cards. Now, customizing cards is just so fun. We learned about it during Foot Birthday for the first time ever. We love to have this now once again. And it's fun, right? And that's part of the reason why the market is getting cooked. The price of these players being low and the customizability of them, taking them to 4 Playstyle Pluses, is the reason why these icons, some of the PTG cards, Team of the Season, Star Performers, like everything got cooked yesterday. Guys, Zinedine Zidane is 780,000 coins. Yesterday before content, bro was 900K. I mean, Cruyff is 700K. Charlton's 800. Puskás is 1-2. And cards like this Vieira are now down to 200,000 coins. Prices on these greats of the game cards and just prices around the whole market in general got cooked once again. It was almost a carbon copy of last week when these greats of the game cards dropped and the whole entire rest of the market dropped with it. It was the same thing happening 2 weeks in a row. The Path to Glories, which I said was going to be the top place for me to want to invest if the market crashed, these cards dropped a whole bunch as well. I bought Iñaki Williams for 700,000 coins. This guy was over a mil. Right around 1 million coins to start the day yesterday on Friday. I bought him at 700K. They are getting out to the round of 36. They're advancing, round of 32. So he's going to get a +1 overall and go to a 97 rated card. Like, they're in, basically, right? That's what I'm looking at with some of these PTG cards. And that's why I said I want to invest in a few of these, because there's cards like Koundé, who I bought yesterday on stream for 1.575 million, sold him for 1.9. he's still up in price, but there's still cards like these PTG Koundé here, the PTG Digne as well, the other French card. These cards are still moving very, very well. If you got involved with any of these late last night on Friday or even into today on Saturday, I still think there's some prices we can take advantage of. I think these cards have the best chance to bring profits to a lot of us because there's hype for the upgrades. Guys, you've got a lot of teams that are earning upgrades and they're getting +1s overall. Of course, yesterday you had the Dutch cards getting upgraded. De Jong going to a 97. Gakpo, unbelievable card now, as a 96 rated item that just got the +1, but still a +1 is crazy for a card that was already so OP. 97 shooting, 96 dribble, 95 pace, and yes, still lengthy with this upgrade that he got yesterday. So what you're looking for in these cards is buying cards that have not got upgrades yet. Today, we're going to have Spanish upgrades. So I bought a Rodri for 2 million coins flat. He's actually still here. I'd buy another one if I had the coins to do so. Spain is going to get upgrades today. Let me read off my list of the nations that are going to be getting upgraded today as we look at these PTG cards. Spain, France, Norway, Cape Verde, Egypt, and I believe Belgium. That game, I think, just finished. Belgium cooked 5-1, and Egypt-Iran was a draw. So I believe out of this group, we are getting I think Iran's getting out on goal difference, but Belgium and Egypt are for sure going to get their upgrades today because those are the top 2 teams in that group. So add them to the list of players that are going to be upgraded today. So of course that means, the Koundé, of course that means the Digne, that means the Laporte card, that means Marmouche as well. And with the upgrades incoming, just imagine a +1 on these items. I do believe their prices can recover. And again, if you take a look back at last week's Friday night into Saturday, that's kind of what you saw. You saw super low prices Friday night and then early Saturday, and then stuff just kind of kept going up. Now, of course, we're going to be in the knockout rounds now, not the group stages. So if you lose, you're out. Selling into the hype becomes a whole lot more important. But as the team keeps winning, prices can keep going. So content could be really good, and these new promo cards could be really exciting, but PTG cards are live. We got 4 playstyle pluses on the upgrade docket for these cards as well as one of the next upgrades for qualifying for the round of 16. So there's hype even built up for those cards there. I like PTGs, but use kind of, I was going to say common sense, but just kind of use like the cards that haven't been upgraded yet as a good way to start looking at the market. I bought a Saka yesterday for 1.5 mil as well. Bro was up to 1.8, but I'm not selling yet because England played today, and I think his price is going to continue to go up. Here's one card shout that I would give you in Dementia from Germany. They play in one of the first knockout matches, I believe. Actually, they might play on, is it on Monday? I think Germany might play on Monday, but their matchup is semi-favorable, and this is just a card that I think is going to rise up into the game. He got an upgrade yesterday. Look at him now, man. 95 pace, dribble, defense, and physical. And his price is down from where he was during the Germany game because they lost to Ecuador. He still got the upgrade. His price is down. He could get a 4th playstyle plus if Germany win their next game. That's going to be an even crazier card. Imagine they give him intercept plus or they give him ping pass plus. Either of those would be great playstyle plus upgrades. So I'm picking up the Dementia for like 130,000 coins at the moment. That's the sort of market movement I think you can look for to take advantage of. A card that got upgraded but dropped in price and still has upgrades to go in favorable matchups. I think cards like that can still rise. I also think in general, some of these cheaper icons can do good. I mean, take a look at Cafu. Cafu's 105K. Yesterday on the stream, we were talking about buying him for 89. Now these icons are out of packs. The low budget ones that people are using so much in their teams are good investments. Look at this Rivellino as we're getting into Saturday today, up 26,000 coins. Crazy rise there. Vieira, I bought a bunch of him for 180 to 190. I even paid 200,000 for a couple of them because that's just a 4 playstyle plus Vieira. So I think the market is going to still rebound back up today, and even into the next couple of days. We just had the shock of all this new stuff coming out yesterday, which really dropped prices. By the way, these star performer cards go out of packs today. So Jonathan David, who was 100,000 coins at his lowest, is now back up to 130 to 140. Other cards in here that would be worth mentioning would be the Cristiano Ronaldo and the Mo Salah. Those prices are kind of trending up as well as they go out of packs today. People remember how much the Messi, Haaland, and Mbappe went up last week after star performers left packs. I think that's why they're investing in those this week. So overall, I think the market's going to end up doing okay, but the price drops are crazy. But again, the price drops or because of the content being good, man. And there's so much to do in this game right now. It pulls you away from like needing to buy players off the market for your team. Like, let's be honest, you're packing these new cards from Glory Hunters untradeable. You're putting playstyles and playstyle pluses on them that you get to choose, maybe adding a fourth playstyle plus while completing some objectives. And then speaking of objectives, we're all doing the Neymar objective and the South America Journey of Nations, which is getting us some really good rewards, some really good packs, and it's, giving us evos and stuff that we're creating new cards with that kind of detracts from our need to buy players off of the market as well. So that's just part of the end game, content leveling up to an insane level where you don't need to buy as many players for your team because there's so many players elsewhere that you can get, and you don't have to pay any coins for them. So that's kind of why the market is dropping, but I still like the live cards. We're still investing. Let's talk about today's content on Saturday, though, because we have more of these customizable cards that are coming out. I just can't stop opening packs because I want to see that tunnel. By the way, if you haven't seen it, the tunnel, the animation for this promo, for these promo cards is sick. It's a very unique tunnel. It's like grayish, darkish, but it has the color. I don't know, man. Again, like I said, I think this card design is the best from all the World Cup promos that we have had. But we have a list of SBCs here that could be incoming today. We've got Cuti Romero, Kim Seong-gyu, and Havertz. I would have to guess that either Romero or Havertz would be the SBC player that we would get today. So watch out for leaks ahead of time for content because I think one of those could be dropped today. Again, those are official stats for those cards. So Cuti Romero with 95 defending and physical, 93 pace. Havertz looks very usable as well. Could be lengthy depending on what his agility is. I think he's tall enough to be lengthy at 6'1" and over. So that's a big part of content today on Saturday. Speaking of SBCs, the 85x10 is going to expire. Double check if you want to open it that you have repeats left because I think it repeated and refreshed yesterday. But this is going to expire. I would imagine it comes back. Will it be more than 5 times every 2 or 3 days? We will have to see, but that should be a part of content today. And finally, the Pele Evo. I kept saying that it was going to be yesterday and Friday. It's not. It's today. If you take a look here, the 27th of June, today is when we will be able to take our 93 rated Pele up to 94. It's a small upgrade. It's nothing super crazy. Whatever position and third playstyle plus you gave him a few weeks back, now you'll be able to take him to a 94 rated card. I know some people that were actually boosting him up. Yeah, right here. Some people were boosting him up with the new Vinny 250k Evo that we got yesterday. You can do that if you want to, but you're foregoing future upgrades to this card via the Festival of Football Pele kind of chain progress, whatever you're going to call that. Like pattern. I don't know. Can't think of the word right now, but that's kind of what you're foregoing if you put him into this Evo for 250,000 coins. But the advantage to doing this would be getting the card right away and not having to wait for the upgrades later on down the line if you do want to use Pele there. So other than that, today, it's going to be a day to probably look out for like a flash rush event. That's something small, but there could be something related to that today. It's going to be a day to see how we move on the market and how we can customize more of these Glory Hunter cards. Again, like I'm having a blast with this promo, man, because you've got the Neymar, you've got the Usman, the Messi, the VVD that are there that are kind of the chase, right? That, you feel like, okay, I want to open as many packs as I can because you never know what's going to happen. But then at the same time, you've got a lot of these other like middle tier cards that you're going to pack semi-commonly. And you want to try them out too because their stats look good enough to be usable. And you can take them to 4 playstyle pluses. W promo so far. We'll see how it continues. But it's just good content, man. I think back to Foot Birthday as like the last time that this kind of feeling hit. It's a good feeling with the customizability. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. What are you enjoying about this? What are you not enjoying? Positives and negatives both. And yeah, I'm going to be ripping some packs today. I'm going to be getting my last couple of games in beginner squad battles done for that South America objective. And hopefully customizing a couple more of these new Glory Hunter cards today. But that's the video for me. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions. And subscribe if you're new. And I will see you in another video tomorrow. Show me the walkout animation. Okay, walkout, but no promo card. All right, guys. Have a great Saturday. Peace out.